everyone, and welcome to episode 12 of Tone's Talk Show. I'm your host, Tone France, and today we're going to learn what was Mr. Michael's childhood like, who is Grandma's favorite grandchild, and why is Mrs. Flanderbottom so mean? We have all those questions and so much more coming up on this episode. This is a question and answer show where you guys get to ask me and my characters any questions you like. And this is the special adult episode where the adult characters are going to be answering some questions. If you have questions for any of the main 9 characters, please leave them in the comment section down below or join the Discord and ask the questions there. And maybe they will get answered on episode 13 of Tone's Talk Show. Now, let's start answering some questions. Our first question comes from Devon Shreddy, who asks, is my name actually Tone France, and am I from France? No, I'm not from France, and I've never been to France. Tone France is just a shortened version of my long Italian name. It's just much easier to say Tone France than Antonio. So hope that clears things up for you. Now, Wayne Simpson asks, will I make a channel for Evan or a podcast for Trevor? These are things that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I just have no time right now. Maybe after my wedding in July, I'll have more time to sit down and probably make a new channel for one of the characters. I've always wanted to do an Evan Games channel, or maybe do some live streams as Evan playing video games, and I think the Trevor Endeavor podcast needs to happen. But right now, I'm too busy, I can't even keep up with my 2 main channels. Speaking of other accounts, the Onion King asks, why did I abandon my second TikTok account, France Tone? Well, like I said, I don't have a lot of time right now, and I'm focusing all of my attention on YouTube rather than TikTok. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of things right now, and running a second TikTok account isn't really my top priority. I want to focus all of my attention on my YouTube channels. Speaking of making videos, PR Pony asks, what is my favorite part about making videos? Writing scripts, filming, or editing? It really depends on the video. I actually enjoy editing a lot more than most people. In fact, I really liked editing the alien invasion video. I do enjoy filming too. It's always fun to kind of act in front of the camera. That's what I've always enjoyed doing. And writing scripts is fun, but I would definitely choose editing or filming over writing. And Jaden asks, is writing scripts really hard? Yeah, it's pretty hard to come up with 2 ideas every single week and then try and please as many people as possible. I've just grown to accept the fact that not everybody's going to be happy with what I come up with, and at the end of the day, I just have to make what makes me happy. I like to picture myself sitting down when I was younger watching my favorite TV shows. That's how I treat this channel. Anyway, let's take a break from asking me questions and let's start asking the characters some questions. Our first guest is the richest person around. Hopefully he can give me some money. Please welcome Kevin and Evan's dad, Levin. How's it going, everyone? Take a seat, Levin. We've got some questions for you. Make it snappy. I've got 3 business calls to get to. Oh, okay. This guy asks, how did you get so rich? Well, my ice cream shop made me my first bit of money, and then I opened up another business. And then another, and then another, and then 10 more, and then 15 more, and now I'm opening some up in space. Wow, you sound like a busy man. How do you make time for your kids? When you're the boss like me, you get to make your own schedule. Nice. Jurassic Gamer asks, how much do you spend on Kevin and Evan yearly? Oh gosh, well, Kevin only makes me spend about $1,000 a year because he's a good kid. Evan, on the other hand, sometimes I spend over $100 million on him. One year, I even spent $1 billion on him. $1 billion? Yup. He's the reason I have to keep on opening businesses. Ducky Dude asks, if Kevin never existed and you were stuck with Evan, what would you do? Sell him. Wow. Okay, let's change the topic. Loggy asks, why do you like Tone's mom? She's a beautiful woman, and she is so kind. Neither of those things are true, but okay. Jaxland asks, when do you plan on asking her to marry you? Oh, I don't know. Last time it didn't go so well, but I'm hoping at some point this year. This year? Oh no, you weren't supposed to hear that. I gotta go. Well, the rich guy left and he didn't give me any money. I guess now it's time to welcome Tone's mom. How rude! Alright, it's time to ask you some questions. Go on, ask me all the questions. I'm sure they're all about my beauty. Nope, not even close. Sebastian asks, where's Tone's dad? Ugh, you mean Baldy McBaldman? Disgusting. Baldy McBaldman? Why would you call him that? Because he doesn't have hair on his head anymore. Is that why you and him are separated? Because he's bald? Yup. You're a crazy person. Anyway, Job Kenji asks, who do you love more? Kevin and Evan's dad or Trevor and Terrence's dad? Well, Trevor and Terrence's dad has a much nicer head of hair. But Kevin and Evan's dad has a good head of hair and he's rich. You need to get your priorities straight. Anyway, Marshall asks, do you hate Billy? Oh yes, absolutely. Why? He's just so... Billy. You said nothing, but I understand exactly what you mean. Jamie asks, do you miss little Johnny? No, I already have enough people living in my house with me and my son. I wish my son would just go away. Shadow Beast asks, if you hate your son so much, why don't you let him live with his dad and sister? Because then I'd have no family and I would look like a loser. But you still have me. Oh great, my mother is here. That's my cue to leave. I'm glad she's gone. She was hogging my spotlight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one, the only, Grandma. Hugs and kisses to all of you. All right, old lady, turn up your hearing aids because it's time to ask you some questions. What's that? I couldn't hear you. Perhaps I should turn up my hearing aids. Crazy Universe Plush asks, whatever happened to your husband? And what year were you born? My husband is buried 6 feet underground. And I'm not sure what year I was born. I know it started with a 1. Was it in the 1900s? No. The 1800s? No. The 1700s? No, but you're getting closer, I think. Wow. You're old. Your local Shriek asks, did you fight in every war in history? If so, which war was your favorite? Oh, I fought in every single war, but the Revolutionary War was definitely my favorite, because George Washington is such a handsome young man. Ew. Okay, Edgar asks, who do you like the most? Little Johnny or Tone? Oh, that is just too hard. I simply can't pick a favorite. Little Johnny. Wow, I wasn't expecting to get that answer from you. But you do buy your grandkids a lot of toys, so you must love them. You also probably have some money lying around. Kaden asks, why don't you give some money to Tone's mom? Because she clearly needs it. Because she's a good-for-nothing bad girl. I should have smacked her more when she was a child. Okay, Grandma, that's enough out of you. You can leave now. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Oh! Well, let's move on to another guest. One that'll hopefully be more relaxed. Oh, never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Trevor and Terrence's dad, Devon. Booyah! Y'all love me. You're just jealous. Sure they are. Come take a seat, Devon. All right, get a move on. I'm tired of this. We just started. Hush up, boy. Now ask me questions. Okay. Hockey Film Ambassador asks, were you in the military? Heck yeah, I was. Oh, thank you for your service. Where were you stationed? The bathrooms. Huh? I cleaned the bathrooms when I was in the military. Oh. Well, speaking of jobs, do you still work at the Lego store? Absolutely not. They fired me because I kept putting Legos on the ground for customers to step on. It was so funny. I'm sure it was hilarious. Anyway, Ronaldo asks, who's your favorite son? Neither. They're both bad kids, and they don't deserve my love or affection. Wow, you're cruel. EJ asks, why do you make your sons eat ice cubes while you eat unhealthy foods? Boy, what are you talking about? I only eat ice cubes. Same as my sons. We've all seen your closet full of snacks. Who told you about that? Was it Trevor or Terrence? Neither of them. Fine, I'll just make them both sleep in the chimney tonight. Wow, what a terrible guy. Let's take a break from asking the characters questions before we have to speak to more terrible people. Let's get back to asking me some questions. King Thomas asks, where did I get the costumes from? Kind of all over the place. Trevor and Trevor's dad's sunglasses and quarter zip were both actually given to me by sponsors. Kevin's button-up shirt is actually from American Eagle back in like 2015 or 2014. I was wearing that in high school. Kevin's cowboy hat cost me $1 on the streets of Philadelphia. Richard's sweatshirt, Evan's shirt, Tone's hat, and Trevor's hat can all be purchased on ToneFrance.shop. And Little Johnny's M&M costume was actually given to me by my grandma's friend. I don't know where she got that from, but I got it from her. Jacob asks, how do I give my character superpowers? What app do I use? So I download them from different websites that I have memberships to. One is called ProductionCrate.com. That's where I got the lightsaber effect and the blaster effects and the laser effects and the UFO. And the other website is called MotionArray.com. That's where I get a lot of special effects as well, but I also get sound effects and music from that website. They're both great websites, and they're not too expensive for how much you can get from them. Now, here's a question I've been getting asked a lot. Cool Banana asks, will I do a collab with Mark Ryan since I was in his Nerf video? Which, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But yes, the plan is to eventually collab with Mark Ryan on a Nerf video. We have the idea all fleshed out. Unfortunately, like I said at the beginning of this video, he and I are both extremely busy at the moment. So we haven't gotten to work on a script just yet, but I can promise you that collab is coming. He's a great guy and I can't wait to work with him. And let me just say, we have more than just one fun story planned. Final question from Andrija, who asks, when I quit YouTube, is there a last video idea that I have? So yes, I don't like to think about the idea of quitting YouTube, but eventually it's gonna happen. It happens to everybody. Now, do I have a final video planned? The answer is yes. I've had this video planned since I started back in like 2022, 2023. It's a fun idea, might get mixed reviews, but we have to wait a long time until that happens. Now, that's enough about me. Let's go back to asking the characters some questions. Our next guest is the meanest teacher alive. You know her as Ned's mom, but her students know her as Mrs. Flanderbottom. Oh boy, I can't wait to talk to you. Let's just get this over with. You shouldn't be doing this whole YouTube thing. It rots people's brains. Sure. Okay, Mrs. Flanderbottom. Our first question is from Mr. Nelson, who asks, what is your IQ level? I have a 277, but the highest IQ score ever recorded was 276. Exactly. I'm smarter than that person. I think you're lying, but okay, let's move on. Greg asks, what would you pick? Watch a rated R movie? No. Play a rated M video game? No. All right, the third option is leave Ned and become mayor of the town. Oh, absolutely the last one. I would be a great mayor. You'd leave your own son? Danny asks, what do you love more, school or your son Ned? I love my son, but school is very important, so I'd say I love school more. Wow, okay. Arthur Gamer asks, why are you the strictest mom and teacher in the world? Why don't you let Ned and the rest of the class do fun stuff? Because school is not meant for fun. It's meant for learning. If you want to have fun, then I suggest you go to a Walmart. All right, you're bumming me out. I think you should leave. Thank goodness this is over. All right, let's welcome out our next guest. Hopefully they aren't as crazy as Mrs. Flanderbottom. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the camp counselor at Good Boy Camp, Mr. Michael. Hello, bad boys. Thank you. Thank you. I don't even want to do this interview, but sit down. Wow, what a wonderful production you have here. Thanks. Okay, let's just get this over with. Colin asks, what was your childhood like? Dark and depressing. My father never liked having me and my brother home, so he would send us to Good Boy Camp every other month. And then one month, he left me there by myself, and I never saw my brother again for a long time. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, don't be sorry. I learned so much from Good Boy Camp, and now I get to run the place. Speaking of Good Boy Camp, Ohana Pauly asks, will you ever return to Good Boy Camp? Oh, of course! I'm back there now! We made so many awesome changes! New campers are gonna love it! Oh, I'm sure they are. But what about your other job? You were a teacher for a little bit. Stacy asks, what's better, working at a school or a camp? Oh, being a teacher was swell until my brother fired me, so then I went back to the camp. But that's okay. That's my home, and that's where my heart is. Well, I'm glad someone enjoys it. Tim Cheese asks, was Terrence the only child in Good Boy Camp? Oh, well, we had some campers come in and out of the camp, but for the most part, it was just Terrence and I, and we had such a fun time. I doubt that. Okay, that's all the questions that I have for you. You're free to go. But I want to stay. Please leave. Okay. See you all soon. He really freaks me out. Now let's bring out his slightly less creepy brother, Mr. Williamson. Hey, hey, hey! That is not very nice. What do you know about being nice? A lot. I am such a nice guy. Sure you are. Speaking of that, Dom asks, why do you always act nice as the principal when you're actually evil like your brother? Oh, I'm not evil. I'm a very happy guy, and I can be very nice as long as things go my way. Well, that's one thing that separates you from your brother and your dad. Speaking of your dad, Heather asks, why do you hate your dad? Oh, I don't hate him. Hate is a very mean word. But I am a bit angry with him because he would always send my brother and I to Good Boy Camp. One time he just left my brother there forever. That's why I bought a house nearby, so I could always keep an eye on what my brother was up to. Gabriella asks, why were you and your brother sent to Good Boy Camp as kids? Well, my brother was a bit of a problem child, and he would always do bad things, and my dad did not like that, so he would always send us away. Wow, that sounds rough. Speaking of your brother, Bentley asks, what do you have planned for him? Oh, he's let me down one too many times, so now I'm gonna be working with him, and I'm gonna run Good Boy Camp my way, the nice way. Oh boy, I can't wait to see how that goes. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Williamson. Thanks for having me, buddy. Time to go back to the campground and do some finishing touches. I really don't like the sound of that. Okay, let's bring out some happier, newer faces to the Tone France universe. They're the coolest aunt and uncle around. Please welcome little Johnny's parents, John and Jane. Oh yeah! Hi, hello. Sit down, guys. I have a few questions for you. Wow, so this is the famous Toad's talk show, huh? We've always dreamt of being on a talk show. Is this gonna make us famous? Nope, not at all. Your first question is from Pokey Zem, who asks, how did you two meet? Oh, we met in clown school. That's right. When I saw him in that orange wig, I knew he was the one for me. Well, your red nose caught my eye from across the room. Clown school, huh? BDRLLC asks, how long were you in clown school? We've been in and out for 20 years. 20 years? Yeah, we could have graduated sooner if we weren't kidnapped by a crazy person who locked us in a barn for years. Oh yeah. Samolache asks, what was it like being stuck in the barn for many years? Horrible. Those smells were awful. And we had to pretend to be a family with a boy we didn't know. It was terrible. Oh, sweetheart, it's okay. The bad man can't hurt us anymore. We missed out on so much. Could you excuse us, please? Well, that's not the first time I made a guest cry, and it certainly won't be the last. Now, let's wrap up the show by sharing some fan art. If you have some art that you want to send to me for a chance to be featured on Tone's Talk Show, you can send it to my Instagram DMs at ToneFrance, or join the Discord and add it to the fan art section. Now, let's start sharing some art. Our first ones are from Instagram. Nicola drew Richard and Shadow the Hedgehog. Raven made Star Wars art. Bishop also made some Sonic art. Dodd drew Tone going Super Saiyan. G Money sent this drawing of Kevin. Angel drew Kevin and Billy as Roblox characters. Mikhail drew Tone. Scarlett sent a drawing of all the characters. These drawings of Tone and Billy were sent by an anonymous user. Tone France fan sent Richard as a troll. The rest of these are from the Discord. Link in the description. Mexican Pumpkin Guy sent a drawing of Tone and Billy. Fonk fan sent a drawing of Tone's hat. Hyperdesk L sent this incredible drawing. Cheesy Jabroni drew a sad little Johnny. Evan drew a bunch of the characters. Crunch drew Tone from Tricky Trade 4. Juice Chain's sister drew Little Johnny. Angel sent a drawing of Tone. Ronaldo drew Trevor. King Cruel Guy drew Kevin. Giovanni drew Tone. The Noise drew Evan bragging about his money. Ajdemi drew Billy at peace. And finally, Roast Her made Tone on a light bright. Wow, you guys are so talented. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Tone's Talk Show. If you have questions you want answered on the next episode, don't forget to leave it in the comment section below. You can also send me fan mail to my P.O. box listed right here. Don't forget to check out ToneFrance.shop, and I think that's about everything. Thank you again to all of my channel members. You guys are the best. And that's about it for this episode. I'll see you guys next time on Tone's Talk Show. See you later.